Hey, Zach. Yeah. The day was pretty messed up, wasn't it? Mm, nah, it's kind of feels like how we used to fight evil. No, I don't remember this. I do not remember the sharp pains in our backs. You used to it, especially after your about 100th regeneration, because I've died a lot, and I ain't even gonna lie with you. I've died a lot. Yeah, yeah, you have. So have I. And man, if I didn't grant you infinity regenerations, who knows? You may have been dead like around your 20th regeneration. Yeah, yeah. You think, but what you gonna do? Oh, Bugsy, I remember that. You always used to say that. Yep, I did. So, Bugs, what are we doing? What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? Remember when when you left Yoga Academy because your grandpa said, since you got kicked out of there, you could go to the DWMA. You became a weapons meister. When it was our downtime, when this, when we were doing after the whole freaking Keishan coming back, you started to play Diablo. Yep, that was fun. But which one? Nah, dude. Remember, this was back when two was still around and we were playing that. Oh yeah. Remember. But young one, I remember a certain a certain person maxed out all his skills in Diablo. Why? Because a certain person's name that starts with a Z didn't play it with the freaking with the freaking awesome Diablo player that was a wizard. Oh, Bugsy, shut up about that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the class you picked was kind of prone to getting killed. Oh, shut up, Bugsy. Like, like, like you would. I had healing spells in that game. I'd always have to save your butt because you always had to go against something higher than we couldn't freaking fight. Bugsy, but did you get a lot of experience points because of me? Yes, I did. So let's stop griping about it. But you got Diablo 3. I was thinking, me and you playing sometime. Really? Yeah, just you and me. Sorry about that phone. You guys talk over it? Yes, I am because I have to. It's like every freaking time I have to freaking talk over this freaking stupid phone because it always has to freaking say numbers. And you can't unplug it. I tried. No, it's a cordless phone. You can't do that. So yeah, it goes. That sucks. You have to talk over it every time. Yeah, it's really hard when I'm trying to do Saturday afternoon, and now I'm thinking of having to do it a daily motion. Why? Because YouTube's freaking claim system, it's stupid. You know? It's like, fair use, what's that? What's that? It's like YouTube doesn't care about it. I had to explain it every time. And now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with older shows and older anime. So now I had to rearrange the lineup so freaking YouTube don't block my videos because their stupid claim system. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I ain't going anywhere. But still, it's freaking stupid. And maybe I'm gonna have to put my I guess I'm gonna have to put Saturday afternoon on a daily motion because I don't think they have any real qualms about this kind of thing, and I feel like That's a little bit better. That sucks, man. But at least, aren't you doing that playthrough of Namco High? Oh, yeah, me and Gainer are still doing that, yeah. Oh, Zach, I think you can actually when Gain's done with his part of the playthrough, I actually have someone you can technically get with in the game if you want. Bugsy, I don't like that look on your face. Every time you have that look on your face, it's always me doing something embarrassing. Oh, my dear Zachary, what makes you think I have something planned? Because whenever you say something like that, I know you have something planned, man. Oh, Zach, it's not like I had something really, really in store for you. That would just be silly. Yeah, silly, right? And yeah, you have something planned. You have something planned for me when I do it, and you're gonna. I know I was gonna go because this has gone too many times in the past where you go, ha 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 ha, I got you in your face, Time Lord. Yep. To be honest, though, folks, Zack is a Saiyan Lord like I am, but he has more Saiyan Lord in him than I have. But I have more Saiyan. I have more. He has more Time Lord in him, but I have more Saiyan in me. So, ugh. It's kind of a 50-50 thing, or I don't know. Depends on whose cells are dominant or whatever. You could probably explain a little bit better than I could, Bugs. No. You pretty much explained it without actually me going into a very long-winded explanation about it. Cool. So, you still gonna try and do Saturday afternoon? Yeah, I'm still gonna try. I mean, I don't feel right just doing like one second part, and there's no first part. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a I'm not gonna use my paste it on disclaimer. No, I'm gonna be like, okay, YouTube, you can't freaking take this down or claim it for anything because this is under fair use. If any of you YouTube bots understand that, it's fair use. Okay, I don't do this for any money. I don't do this for anything else other than for the enjoyment of others. It really does tick you off, doesn't it? Yes, to no end, my friend. I still have faith in this freaking. I still have faith in this site. That's why I haven't left. I don't know. Maybe I should leave. Maybe I should go to Daily Motion. Maybe when Blip is done with their freaking partnership stuff, I should go back to Blip. I should go to Blip. Who knows? Bugsy, I think just stay at YouTube. You'll find some way around this. Just until then, you just wait. True. So, anyways, how's you and Rose? Yeah, I knew you'd ask me that. Am I really that predictable, Zach? Bugsy, you have no idea how predictable you are.
Hello, Bugsy and the other dude.
Why am I the other dude? Yeah.
I'm on the ropes about liking you, so you're another dude.
Anyways, Zach, my friend. Zach, my friend. But about your Pokemon wife. Why do you always do? Why are you gonna say it like that? Because it's just I gotta get used to it. I mean, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you since I thought you were dead and I actually ran my sword through you. So, yeah. And by the way, that kind of messed me up. That kind of messed me up like 3 years after that. Like, I kept seeing your ghost in my dreams and it didn't say pleasant things to me. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. It's okay, bro. It's okay, Bugs. You don't have to feel guilty about that. You had to do what you gotta do. And I didn't, you know. I thought it was actually a fitting fate for me. You know, I betrayed. Freaking the Guardian got into my body, took over. I betrayed you. I betrayed everybody. But here I am. It's still talking to me like nothing happened. Because in my mind, man, to me, it's like you never left. You know? Hey, dude, I'm thinking, you want to watch JoJo's Bizarre later? Which one, the new one or the old one? I don't know. I don't know. Is there a new one? Is there a new one? No, I don't think so. Then why did you say there's a new one? I don't know, man. I thought you knew. You're more anime inclined than I am. Well, that is true. That is true. Bugsy. Bugsy. Um, I already got the box set of Case Closed. I think it's the seventh season I got, or the fifth. I don't remember. But I really like Case Closed. Yeah, me too. When it came on Adult Swim, it was good. Oh, dude, we so need to watch. Somehow we need to track this. Special down. Lupin versus Detective Conan. That's the Japanese name of Case Closed. We totally need to watch that, me and you, because me and you used to be big old Lupin and Case Closed fans, and we need to totally watch that. Oh, didn't you watch what was that? Castle Mammal? Yeah, Mammal. The only time Lupin is will ever and probably ever will cop a feel on Fujiko. Yeah, because at the end he got to. Yep. You seen Red and Green though? Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I know. Wasn't it kind of confusing? Yeah. I mean, like, really, I didn't have any question, like, who was the real Lupin and who was it? Well, the green dude really did act like Lupin, so I can see how both of us got kind of confused there. I actually thought the green dude was the real Lupin. I thought he was the Lupin that kind of just said, forget it, I'm just gonna go. And then I thought that's how the copycats got started, because they were like, oh no, Lupin, we're gonna take over. But actually, the story is a little bit different. The red jacket Lupin was in fact the actual Lupin. He was actually, the one that fought with the green one. He was in fact the actual Lupin, because he had Goemon and freaking G-Gun with him. The only thing about the red jacket, and I know it was actually him, because seriously, he posed as Zenigata, and after that it was kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, but didn't it get confusing? Like you thought the green one was there, and he did that whole thing. He's like, he did his thing, and he's like, "There's been too many of me spoiling my reputation. I don't like that, so I'm gonna take this." Yep. Hey, Bugsy, remember? Do you remember? What was that one thing we like? What was that one thing? What was that one thing on Saturday mornings we used to watch back when we were kids? One Saturday morning. I mean, that's basically where I got one Saturday afternoon. Again, I mean, I'm still gonna like. Again, I'm still gonna do it, but if YouTube's freaking claim system will just let up, I don't care because I think YouTube's new claim system is crappy because it's like some of us are like fans on YouTube, and I know we were talking about Saturday morning, and I will get to that. But we're all fans on YouTube, and yet people are like, oh, YouTube's freaking bots are like, yeah, you know what, boom, boom, this is claimed, I mean, I don't mind the claims because they're stupid, and I don't really look at them anyway. But when you start blocking my crap, you know, that's when I get mad. You know, because no one else can see them there. Like, I was doing the first part of Saturday afternoon, right? And then it was blocked in freaking the United States, freaking Australia for some odd reason, and I think Bolivia or something. I don't know. I'm like looking like, okay. In the beginning of the video, I've said I don't own anything, and this is just for fair use. It's like YouTube is taking fair use and shoving it up, throwing it away. And I think YouTube isn't really gonna last this long because I mean, yes, the partners help to make YouTube, but it's all of us fans that make YouTube, It's all of us freaking guys that make YouTube, that make content on a daily basis, while the YouTube partners, which I mean no disrespect to, are still like planning their next video or doing it or crapping out their next video. We're the guys that make the videos that people look and glance and probably like. I feel like you should be other than a few partners that are taking a hit because of the whole claim system on the video game thing. It really ticks me off too because then we got a lot of these gamers that make money off of their Let's Plays, and they're gonna probably be out of a job because YouTube is such a freaking douchebag that should change their policies. But I really think they should, because if people say fair use, they shouldn't be all like, we claim this. No, when you utter the word fair use, you should be like, they should be like, okay, since you're not making any money off it, you're not gonna monetize it, right? You can sign an agreement saying you're not gonna monetize this video or something, so they know that, yeah. But I guess it all leads back to Nintendo for what they kind of did. It's about the Let's Plays. Yeah, I think that they were tripping out. Back when Nintendo was kind of tripping out about the Let's Plays, freaking YouTube got all probably panicking. It was like, you know what? We're gonna stop this at source. So I guess that's why people blame YouTube. I mean, that's why people blame Nintendo. Personally though, Bugs. Again, like you said, all you guys make YouTube. Without which, YouTube would probably only be around, only have like cat videos, chicks twerking, which probably would be holding people's interest for like maybe a good hour, depending on what you're doing with said hour. True. And probably and just probably a whole bunch of probably just a whole bunch of, oh, did you see that guy got freaking hit in the test, got hit in the crotch? Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, all stuff like that, and probably all the creepypasta freaking videos that they could ever shove down somebody's throat with. Yeah. But YouTube's gonna see when all of you YouTubers leave and go to other freaking sites where people are not actually all tripping about this thing is gonna get claimed, that's gonna get claimed, or this is gonna get claimed. They're gonna be like, okay. They're going to be like, okay, I'm gonna put it on here. I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. I'm gonna take my videos and my business elsewhere and be like, you know what? And then YouTube's gonna be like, we made a big mistake. And Google's gonna be like, we're just gonna do this social network thing. That's what Google Plus basically just trying to be. A YouTube, and a Facebook, and a Twitter clone all at the same time. I really feel like that's what they're doing. They're wringing their hands like evil villains. You really think that? Zan, yeah, Zach. Sorry, you and Zan have this. You know, I always say you both have the same thing, and it kind of just blow. Yeah, but I can't believe you said Zan's name. I can't believe you said Zan's name, but okay. Anyways, but I do agree with you. I do agree with you, and yeah, you guys are probably gonna take your business elsewhere, and YouTube's gonna be all like, yeah, I think even the only people that are probably gonna still be around are the ones that are getting most of the money from their views, and that's probably gonna be all there is to YouTube. Um, you try. Hey, I got an idea. How about you try and upload that video to freaking Tumblr? I tried, man. I tried. But they have like this kind of thing where you gotta, it'll be uploaded tomorrow and the day before. I'm like, no, you gotta get, this is. But I'm gonna try tomorrow to do it, but they're like laggy, and I hope that's what they do. But probably tomorrow I'm gonna try again, but this time I'm gonna run a disclaimer. I'm gonna run a live disclaimer in the video instead of just splicing up one of my old disclaimers with that, and just say, hey, I don't own this. I don't own whatever you're about to see on here. It's to its respective owners, and it's fair use. Remember that, YouTube. Fair use. And I'm probably gonna have to put the little. I'm probably gonna have to put the little, freaking description thing down. That sucks. But back to the other question. How's your Poke life? Bugsy, why? You know. Come on, Zachary. You know me, like you know this. I'm going to freaking act, and even if you say no, I'm going to ask again until you tell me. It's just how our little back and forth always went, All right, before you start breaking out the share the freaking share songs that inevitably will torture me and you. Dude, don't you hate it though? Don't you hate share like I do? Oh god, Bugsy, don't even get me started. Yeah, like remember we go to school. Remember we used to go to school and like the bus driver would play that song all the freaking time. Yeah, just share the song over and over again. I'm like, oh, who cares? No one wants to hear you sing. Ugh, shit, just stop singing. It's literally putting us in pain. Dude, what if Cher like totally saw this video, like skimmed all the other stuff when I was talking about YouTube and whatnot, and just heard that. I'd say good luck trying to sue us for something that for saying that we don't like your music. That's the thing. Freaking, what I heard? Lindsay Lohan was suing Rockstar Game, or trying to sue Rockstar Games because she thinks they used her likeness in the game. I guess. But Bugsy, I don't know who she thinks she's kidding. Freaking, have you seen her lately? She looks bad. Like certain various crackheads. I know, it's like, Maybe back then when you actually looked good and you didn't mess around with yourself. But now you're like, ugh. So you're suing Rockstar for an image you think is like you. That's why you ain't gonna get your money, and that's I don't get why certain celebrities do that crap. Um, they try to, but mostly it's because they want to ride on the game's coattails because they're like, oh, this game's making a lot of money. That's what PETA tried to do. That's what PETA's been doing lately. It doesn't care about saving the animals. Let's freaking attack Pokemon. Attack the game that has nothing to do with the other dimension where, yeah. But but attack the game where nothing's going on. Yeah, the game, not the other dimension. Yeah. Anyways, okay, Bugsy, she's doing okay. Rose is doing fine. Okay, fine. Okay. I got one question because let's face it, the professor is very curious. Why? And tell the great handy hand. Bugsy, get your masturbating hand away from me. How do you know this is my masturbation hand? Dude, I remember. Remember when we were at Def Academy, which is pretty much like college. We shared a dorm together, and yes, that's what you used to call your hand. You know me too well. You know that? But tell me, what would it be like? Are you gonna do it in that voice? Yes. What would it be like? I mean, the kid's gonna be half Pokemon, half Saint Lord, and that means it's a hybrid of a hybrid. That's gonna be weird. I keep sometimes I'll be looking up Pokemon stuff. And I'll be seeing human trainers getting on with their Pokemon. The one thing that scratches my head about it, and you're a Pokemon love enthusiast, and I feel like I could ask this question of you, and you would give me a definite answer. Why do chicks wanna bang Charizards? They're I'm not trying to their freaking packages are probably like dinosaurs. Probably split the chicken too. What the explain that to me. What Bugsy, you've been looking at pages of DeviantArt stuff, man. Or whatever hentai thing you're looking at. Not all Charizards have that. How you know, dude? This is what they don't tell you in the Pokemon anime or in the freaking manga or in any of the other Pokemon stuff. But at night, Pokemon, they get down. They get down and they get down, Bugsy. That's all I gotta say. I've seen a whole bunch of Pokemon in massive orgy. That is something to behold. Really? Yeah. God dang, man. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Pokemon in a massive orgy. Not something you would like to see. Have you seen an Electabuzz bang on a freaking Zubat? Ugh. I'm talking, and also Golbats, because Golbats got those big mouths, and it's really creepy. Ugh. But that's just horrible, man. They do crossbreed. That's what they don't. That's what they don't tell you in any Pokemon thing. They do crossbreed. It's just not in the games or in the anime or in the manga. It can happen. And the ghost Pokemon, ooh, they like to freaking possess other Pokemon and freaking get it on with anything that moves. it happens. It's really creepy. Alright. So, anyways, yeah, there's that. So, hey, let's see, you took off the old eye mask and your hat and your gloves. I don't need them, Bugsy. They are remnants of my old life. You know, so I don't really need them. So yeah, you can still call me Mr. D, but it feels weird without my get up on, doesn't it? Nah, I'm just gonna call you Zach. So, dude, how will we end this video? Because I think everybody has heard us yammer on too many times. You know what? Yeah. Ooh, but I would like to see one of your Namco high playthroughs later on if you want to show me. Oh, sure thing. I will. Okay. See you guys later. This is Bugsy. Stay tuned. Tomorrow there's gonna be there's gonna be 2 High episodes that me and Geen are going to release. So get ready for that, kiddies. Because it feels like the only thing we can show around this joint, and it's gonna be the only thing we can show around here, and I'd rather do that than the other stuff. But any chick that asks us, could we do any of the dudes playthroughs? And I got this one thing to say to you. I'm not homophobic, but I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm just not doing it. I'm a guy that likes girls. I don't swing that way. Gain did that one time, but I don't speak for that. That happened because he was under a vampire spell. And god dang, did I enjoy every minute of that. Not the other stuff that came after it, but it was funny. It was funny for a minute. And then it got wrong. It got really wrong really fast. And that's why every time I mention the freaking vampire that hypnotized him, he gets into an unbridled rage, and we go find Cocoa's little stupid bat and beat it up. Because let's just say, sometimes old Geen can't sit right for certain reasons that I'm not gonna explain, but you guys probably already get it. So see you guys later. Bye, folks. Bugsy, that was way too much information. I don't care. See you guys later. You really do act like your old self when you record, don't you? Yep.